Hey everyone, welcome back to Pretending with Dice. As always, I'm your host and game master, AJ. No big announcements before we get into today's episode, but I thought we'd do something a little different for this intro, seeing as how we just got back from our very first convention appearance at Dragon Meet. We thought we could take a little bit of time to talk about it. So I'm joined by Jason. How you doing, buddy?
I am good, thank you. How's yourself?
I'm good. I think I'm not quite... I'm not as tired as I was directly after Dragon Meet, because that was like a deep, like, somebody kill me kind of tired.
21 hours of being awake will do horrible things to a person.
Yeah, it was crazy. Did you have a good time, though, at Dragon Meet? I had a good time.
Yeah, I did, actually. There were definitely a couple of things that would have been nice if it was different, but overall it was a lot of fun. We got to hang out with some really cool people as well, which was nice.
Yeah, I definitely... one of the big things was kind of putting faces to names of people that we've been talking to on Twitter and stuff beforehand. It was good to just be like, oh, hey, you, I know you, we've been talking for months, and this is the first time I'm meeting you, kind of thing. And you know, by and large, everybody was really cool, so that's always a nice thing.
Yeah.
It was good to play in a game in the evening as well, hosted by the Penance RPG guys. That was a lot of fun.
That was a lot of fun. Yeah, that was the most, like, I obviously I love playing Enothe, but getting to play someone who was less serious was really nice.
Yeah, I don't know when that's going to go up on their feed, but I really I'm looking forward to sharing that, because that got a little bit ridiculous, that game. I got to be a player for once as well.
Yeah, which is cool.
Yeah, I'm not quite sure how like I found it tricky getting into a character that quickly for a one-shot game. Whereas I think you had a more strong kind of character concept for yours. Your guy was like, I really love animals, and I'm just do anything for animals. And I was like, oh, okay. I just was like a general kind of sneaky sort of rogue dude.
Yeah.
And they didn't really have like much of a character trait other than the one I winged at the table, being like, oh, I guess he's trying to pay for his kids' tuition or something.
And being super good at gambling.
Yeah, oh yeah. Well, there's that too. You know, I got to pay for that tuition. But yeah, no, I think that was fun. I think overall the kind of main day bit, getting to meet a bunch of random sort of people at the convention, was a lot of fun. And like you said earlier, it wasn't quite. It wasn't quite what I was expecting. But hey, this is our first one, so it was sort of. I kind of had had this idea in my mind, and we got there, and it was a little different, but it was fun. We got to meet some cool people and hang out a lot. So
yeah, I mean, we got to hang out with crudely drawn swords, penance, obviously, law maidens.
Mark from Champions was there.
Yep.
Well, there's loads and loads of pods there. I'm sorry to say we didn't get to speak to everybody who was there at the table, but it was kind of it was a little bit manic of people leaving and going off to play games in rooms and things, and then coming back, and then and we were kind of on a main sort of thoroughfare through the convention, so it was quite a lot of foot traffic and busy, and yeah, we got to speak to a lot of people, but I think the stickers went down quite well. I forgot we had them until kind of halfway through the day, and I was like, oh yeah, stickers, who wants a sticker? And I only got turned down, like, we gave out a whole sheet and a bit, and only one person turned down a sticker. He
was super anti-stickers. Like, it was. I kind of want to know why, but I kind of don't want to know why.
I mean, we're not calling him out on it. Like,
I'm calling him out on it.
I'm not attacking him.
This is the hill that the Pretending with Dice podcast dies on. This is where we make our final stand.
It turns out he's like Jim Podbean or something, and he can shut us down.
Just runs iTunes.
Yeah.
Like, oh dang.
Hi there, I'm Craig iTunes, and like, you're cancelled, buddy. But yeah, overall, I think we had quite a good day. Hopefully, we'll get to do some more stuff like that in the future. I think it'd be a lot of fun.
Yeah. Fingers crossed.
Cool. All right, should we let's recap what happened last time, and then we can jump into the episode. So feel free to jump in and point out any mistakes I make. Okay, so after returning to the temple to continue guarding the relics, after taking a quick afternoon nap / drinking session, our heroes were summoned to the watch house. Pronce was really, as the prisoner that they'd previously spoken to had been killed by magical means, left with a gaping hole in the centre of his chest. Returning to the temple, Pronce told Enothe and Bork all about it, and it wasn't too long before they were faced with 3 hooded, robed figures who seemed intent on taking the temple relics for themselves. We kind of ended last episode with combat about to kick off. Have anything to add to that, or should we jump straight back into it?
I think that's probably the best point. I mean, the dead guy still on his feet, which is obviously an important part of the story.
That's true. Yeah, it totally wasn't just an ad-lib dumb joke that didn't really go anywhere. It's fine.
No, as with all the story, completely scripted.
Yeah, we're 100% scripted the whole time. Shout out to the writers. Right, okay, so there's a little bit more of an informal intro this time, but yeah, let's jump right into it. Roll for initiative.
It's D20 for initiative.
Yes.
Oh dear. Well, I got a 2 plus 0.
Okay, you're probably going last.
After that move, that's fine. I couldn't have started combat in a better way.
I get the feeling like that was pretty good.
I got an 8.
8.
And I got 12.
Okay. So these guys act. I've actually rolled for the purposes of listeners at home. I have actually rolled their initiative separately for them. So because 3 guys could be interesting, but 2 of them seem to act a little bit quicker than you guys. Okay, so the first guy actually at the moment can pretty much only see the hat, but I'm gonna have the first guy, the one on the far right. He's going to immediately break to the right as if to get behind one of the pillars to sort of get in cover from where you are. And I'm going to have him roll a perception check to see if he notices you, Bork, as you're kind of up.
Down that road.
Yeah, you're down that road leaning against the wall.
Yeah.
Yeah, so I rolled it high enough. Yeah, because you're not really hiding unless... do you want to... Were you hiding?
No. Let's be honest, I was using my short demeanour as cover, and I'm not in the shadows.
Okay, well, I rolled a 17 perception. So, I still haven't... He hasn't seen you two, though, either. But you're kind of in the shadows a little bit over the other side. But
I like how it's short demeanour instead of short stature.
short demeanour. You're short, and it gives you an angry sentiment.
Gives me an angle.
Yeah. So, he sees you, sort of... just kind of hanging out in the darkness. Yeah, are you doing like b-boy stance with your throwing up your gang signs? You see him come around the corner. He's going to cast Sacred Flame on you, so you need to make a dexterity saving throw for me, please.
7.
Yeah, no, that's not high enough. Okay, so I need to roll some damage.
Oh dear. Bork's getting hurt again.
Okay, so you take 3 points of radiant damage.
Does that mean that he looks less beautiful now?
It's just a damage type, really, but your radiance has been diminished by 3. So that's that guy. The other one, the one on the left, is going to sort of do the opposite maneuver, roll up to the left-hand side of the pillars. So I'm going to need to make a perception check for you, because where you're stood, I think Pronce would still be hidden behind a pillar, but you're kind of out on that side of the pillar.
I'm behind the pew.
He's down at the pre.
Yeah.
I'm really hunkered down. Shouldn't be visible.
I mean,
hopefully he won't roll a 23.
They clearly know what they're doing, because they're running 2 guys parallel down the sides.
Yeah.
Formation tactics.
And we have no formation.
Okay, so second guy, I'm going to make a perception check to see if we can see you, Enothe. But I've got to beat a 23, which is pretty tough. That's a 9, so no. So you are well hidden in the shadows there. He's kind of a little bit blinded. He was a little bit blinded by the flaming light coming from Pronce's hat, and he does not see you.
Cool.
In fact, actually, from his vantage point, he can't even see anybody. He's just kind of like
out of the way.
He's kind of focusing on the hat, sort of thing.
Cool.
It is your go now.
Okay, so I'm going to attempt to shoot the guy that hasn't moved yet.
Sure. The central one.
With my assassinate ability.
Okay.
What?
Make an attack roll.
This is D20. Yeah.
With advantage as well, because you're hidden.
So I roll twice.
Roll twice for your attack roll. This is going to be some ridiculous rogue shit if you hit.
That was a 1. So we're going to roll again.
Yeah.
So 15.
15? That is a hit? Yeah.
Sweet.
That's a hit. Okay.
So
this is going to get ridiculous.
So I get 3d6 damage, because I get 1d6... no, it's longbow. So I get 1d8. Ooh.
Roll that first, and then we'll do, split it up separately. Okay, so do 1d8.
5.
5. Now do your 2d6.
2d6. 4, so it's 9.
9.
2, so it's 11.
11, so that's double because you automatically crit because he hasn't moved yet because you got assassinate.
Yep.
So 22.
Plus 3.
Plus 3, so 25.
Yep. How's he feeling?
He's still upright.
What?
But he's not looking great. You kind of, it takes him like right in the shoulder and he's like, if that is what you want, this is how it will go. And he's fucking pissed because you just shot him.
And then I'm going to use my extra action to hide again.
Oh, it's your bonus. Yeah,
my
okay.
bonus.
You haven't moved yet either, so you can.
Yeah, so I'm going to...
yeah, you're kind of out.
Hide.
You're out of stealth now. Are you going to move?
I'm going to hide and then move.
You have to do it. It's.
Do I have to move then hide?
You have to kind of.
I'm going to move behind the pillar again.
Sure. So kind of round to the, sort of round the front.
Yeah.
Front side of that pillar.
Roll a strong 2.
Oh, it's
so I hit 7.
7 on your stealth.
Yeah.
Not quite as good.
But at least I'm out of the way.
And you've ended up kind of next to Pronce.
Yeah.
Kind of, yeah.
And I dealt an obscene amount of damage to someone.
That was pretty good. Yeah. You got him. You got him good. He's not dead though. No. 25. Yeah. So, okay, Bork. What would you like to do? So you're.
I've been seen.
You're seen. There's a dude there.
Yeah.
And you're at the front. Pronce and Enothe are sort of across the way.
We're almost in a line at this point, right?
Yeah, almost.
So?
Yeah. The altar's kind of in between. You'd be able to see them better if you weren't so short. But
such is life.
Them's the breaks.
I honestly don't know what move to make at this point. I mean,
yeah, I'm still sticking with the grid system here, so I don't think you've got quite enough.
Even if I was to move at this point, anyone's going to see, at least the guy that's on track with me is going to see me move towards that pillar, for example.
Yeah, but he's seen you anyway.
Yeah, that's what I mean.
Sort of thing.
So to take cover would maybe be about the smartest thing I could do right now.
Yeah, you haven't got enough movement to get to him, basically.
No, I wouldn't want to make an attack on him just yet. I think I'll just move to the pillar.
Ducking
just
towards the main pillar?
Yeah,
okay.
Just in case.
Have you got any ranged attacks? I think you've got a hand axe and stuff, haven't you?
I have a hand axe, but...
Go on, do it. Do it.
With my roll...
Do it!
You've got to risk it for a biscuit.
Risk it for some bottle.
I'm gonna aim to... in just a crazy moment, I'm just going to throw a hand axe.
At the same guy? The guy that
saw me.
Yeah, sure.
As I'm going towards that pillar, I'm just lobbing.
Go for it. Make an attack roll. He's going for it.
16.
Wait, no, it's plus 5.
It's
21.
21.
That's a hit, yeah.
Bork did a thing!
Unfortunately, you're still drunk. So
Don't use
I'm gonna need you.
Come on.
The internet would yell at me if I didn't. Like, I made the point of saying
he did make a point of saying that you'd be suffering.
Attack rolls and ability checks. You might roll higher. Like,
it could happen.
It could happen.
It won't happen. Can't wait for this critical fail. You throw the hand axe and hit yourself.
So in his mind eye, the axe has flown through the air already.
Oh, but he had 9.
But
9 plus 5?
No, it's 9.
9 total. Yeah, I'm afraid that misses. Sorry.
He took your one good roll.
Yeah.
I've got like a filmic moment. The axe is sailing through the air, and he thinks it's on target, but it just dips right.
Yeah,
at the last
you're drunk and confident. You're like you're pretty up on. You're like I've got this.
In that moment when you take a shot with the ball, for example, it just leaves and it feels so good.
Yeah, but then it ends up like 5 feet to the left of them. Yeah. It's kind of like that, I'm afraid.
And now I don't have an axe.
No, you don't. Sorry. But hey, look, I've got to be consistent. I'm sorry.
You sword before, in fact.
At least it's something once you're throwing one.
Yeah. I know you're upset, but I'm sorry.
Thanks. Well, can I at least have assumed that I've made it to the pillar?
Yeah, you made it to the pillar. That's fine. Yeah. Okay, the central cultist now. He's
Pissed.
He's pissed and he's bleeding, and he sort of angrily pulls the arrow out and ducks into cover behind the back row of pews there. Looking for you. I've only got to beat a 7 for your stealth.
At least I'm in cover, so he'd be attacking with disadvantage.
Well, that's a natural 20, so we saw you.
Always.
Yeah. Okay, so he's pissed at you shooting him. He's going to attempt to cast Hold Person on you.
That doesn't sound good.
This is a second level spell.
Oh jeez.
I need you to make a Wisdom saving throw for me.
20 plus 1.
Yeah, you're fine. Is that natural 20? Yeah.
Do I just giggle at him?
Yeah, no, like you feel like these invisible kind of like fingers. It feels like fingers, but like if they were the size of like tree trunks, feel like they're about to close around you, and you just sort of something in it. You're like, nah, and you just kind of you just shrug it off, kind of thing, and yeah. He looks pissed. That was
he's pissed and shot in the shoulder.
Yeah, you get maybe the pain from his shoulder wound distracted him at the last second. It just wasn't quite.
I'm gonna swear it.
Yeah. Fuck you!
Fuck you! Oh, you can see me, can you?
Yeah.
Up yours.
Pronce, what would you like to do? You're still hidden.
Okay, so I'd like to sort of. In the reverse of the elevator movement now from this other pew.
You're kind of there, right?
Yeah, I'd like to rise up with it, and he's got a look on his face like, you didn't expect me to be here, did you?
I mean, you're pretty much like just one pew back from where you were. It's fine.
It doesn't matter.
No, it's pretty good.
It absolutely feels like what he did there was pretty damn kick-ass as far as like things that wizards do.
That was a magical trick that required no spell slots. Oh, apart from casting light in your hat, but like that, you did that anyway.
Whatever. Anyway, he rises back up in that bizarre stance, staff in his hands, and points directly at the guy that's already injured and fires a chromatic orb.
Ooh, okay.
Because I see that, seeing that he's injured, I'm sort of like, this is over. You're already dead.
Action this week.
Okay, make a ranged spell attack.
So I'll
Make a ranged. Yes, please.
We have a 6 plus 5, 11.
That misses, I'm afraid.
Oh dear.
Yeah.
Now, I didn't pick a damage type for chromatic orb. Where's it going to go, and does it have an impact on something else nearby?
Pick a damage type. You can choose from acid, cold, fire, lightning, poison, or thunder.
Fire.
I don't know why you didn't ask. It sails by him and crashes into the front doors of the temple.
Are they on fire?
They're not burning like the house was, but like there's definitely like a spell kind of splash, and it's like, yeah, it's sort of there's a big spray of sparks as it hits it, and sort of, yeah, it's not on fire. It's just like it's.
Seeing that he's immediately failed, Pronce's face changes straight back to panic, and not doing the elevator thing this time, he just drops. So it's like it sinks out of sight immediately.
Sure, okay.
And then looks at the other guys like, oh shit.
Okay, well, no, it was worth a go. It was worth a go. Mark off a first level spell slot as well, remember? Yes. Alright, okay, so we're back to the top of the order now. The third guy, from where he's out seeing Pronce pop up, he's going to cast Sacred Flame at you. Which is what he cast on Bork earlier. You need to make a...
Can he see me behind the pew?
Make a stealth check. Oh yeah, you did say dropping back outside.
Yeah, I feel like I'm in cover right now.
Yeah, sure, make a stealth check.
Okay, so... 3.
So,
that's a bit more like
his passive perception's 10, so he kind of knew where you were.
He knows where I am.
Yeah, you did. It wasn't like the previous one, which was like your masterful display of like stealth.
Okay.
This is more kind of like you drop down. You're like, maybe they won't be able to see me. But
yeah, it wasn't really a stealthy move that time.
Okay, so make a dexterity saving throw for me.
11 and my dex is 0, so 11.
It does hit you, I'm afraid. So I'm going to have to roll some damage.
That's the impact.
Deep impact.
You take 4 points of radiant damage. Not a particularly strong spell, this one, but like it's a cantrip and they're just throwing them, kind of thing. He's going to stay where he is because he's kind of in cover at the moment, at least from the angle he's at. The second one as well is going to... He's the one who moved to the left-hand side. He's going to try and see you.
Okay.
You're not particularly high on stealth at the moment either. But you did at least try and stealth.
Tried.
That is a 9. What was your stealth?
7. Yeah.
So yeah, he sees you. He's not as pissed as the other one, so he's not going to try and do whole person. He's also... You know what? Actually, he's going to move up 1 pew.
Okay.
1 pillar. So he's actually pretty close to you now. But seeing you so close, he is going to cast... He moves his hands around him and a shimmering, sort of slightly silvery kind of glow appears around him. So he's cast Shield of Faith against himself.
Okay.
So you don't know what that does, but...
I'm not going to shoot the shimmering guy anyway. I'm going to try and kill the injured guy. So.
Sure, okay. It is your go, though.
It's my go.
Yeah.
I'm going to attempt to shoot the injured dude.
Okay. He's in cover, so he actually gets a bonus to AC. So...
Yeah, and I don't have advantage. Okay. And we rolled an 8. So 13.
13 as
Not
yeah.
enough. Okay.
That would have missed anyway, even without cover.
Yeah. I'm going to hide.
Sure. Yeah.
10.
10.
Better than 7.
All right. Bork, what would you like to do?
Regather myself. I'm an axe down.
You are an axe down.
Do we know yet if like the other dude is moving towards me?
The central
his next
one.
move, the one that came down the side, the flanking side to me.
No, he kind of stayed where he was and cast a spell at Pronce instead.
Okay, so his attention is on Pronce.
At least it was this turn. Yeah.
At least it was this time. I want to run around that pillar and move up to the next pillar, so I'm about 1 pillar away from him.
Yeah, you can do that.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Do that.
Cool. You haven't got any other ranged attacks you can do, have you? No. Okay, fair enough. You want to duck down or try and do stealthing at all while you're doing it? Or?
I don't think I want to chance that.
You might as well take a swing at trying to go stealth, surely.
Stealth for humor's sake, but
Sure, yeah.
I'll try and stealth it under the pew.
Yeah.
16.
It's pretty good.
Stealth.
Doing better than the other two.
Yeah.
You say that.
Okay, it is the guy who's injured. He's going to move forward a couple of rows of pews, again ducking into it. So you've actually got a bit of a better view on him now, Bork. But he cast Shield of Faith on himself as well.
Okay.
It is now it's Pronce's go again.
Okay. Knowing that the injured guy is still there and feeling like I've got to deal with that, I'm going to pop straight back up again.
Like fucking whack-a-mole. Whack-a-bronze.
And I'm going to fire a classic fireball in this guy's direction.
It's your signature move.
Yeah.
Sure. Okay,
Keep it simple.
make a ranged spell attack for me. He's in cover and he's got Shield of Faith on, so it's going to be a little bit harder to hit.
Yeah. 5 plus 5, 10.
It's a miss, I'm afraid.
Where's my fireball going this time?
It's just kind of hitting into the stonework. That kind of thing.
Seeing that I failed.
This is a stone building. It's not quite as flammable as the farmhouse,
And the rain.
and it's been raining.
Seeing that I failed the second time, Pronce ducks. Where's Enothe in comparison right now? Is he still behind the pillar?
He's pretty much you're behind that top final pew.
Mm-hmm.
He's kind of by the pillar next to it. He's behind the pillar next to it.
Okay. I'd like to attempt to repeat what Bork has just done and go back under the pews with a stealth check.
Sure. You're holding your place though. You're not.
Yeah, holding position, but like assuming that I can't move too far after I Like crouching down, getting under the pews feels like it might take 5 seconds.
Yeah, that would.
Like,
yeah.
That's where that's. What up? 20 again? Oh yes.
You couldn't use these 20s to actually hit someone.
No, it's.
That's your magic.
They come at the unexpected times. Okay, so we're back to the top of the order. I'm going to have the first cultist roll a perception check, see if he sees you, Bork. Either way, he's going to make a move, but I just need to... Yeah. 14, so he doesn't see you. He does, though. You hear him. You're hidden, so he doesn't see you.
Yeah. He
actually runs up to be basically the other side of the pillar to you.
Right.
He doesn't realise that you're there, though.
Okay.
He is... But he can... I'm going to have him also just to see if his perception is right. See if I can beat the 10 of Enothe.
Please no.
No, he doesn't see you either. This guy is unperceptive as hell. Again, from his angle, he's kind of seeing through the light on the hat. It's messing up his night vision a little bit. So he's just going to move to there. The second guy is going to make a similar move. He's just moving up another pillar. I'm going to perception check because you guys keep stealthing at the end of everything.
The correct way to do things.
He does see you though, and he's going to cast Sacred Flame on you. So I need a dexterity saving throw. Yeah.
11.
11.
Total.
Yeah, that's a hit. I'm afraid.
God damn it. 3 damage.
Now I've got to roll.
No, don't roll.
I like it, volunteering. 3, right?
It's 4 this time.
God damn it. I'm on 18.
18. Fair enough. Okay, it is your go.
Cool. I'm gonna take aim once again at the injured dude.
So you got 2 uninjured dudes after a couple of rounds of combat, and the 1 injured dude.
Who's still injured.
He's still injured, yeah.
He got me close to death. There we go. 20 in total.
No, 20 total. Yeah, that's a hit. Yeah.
Sorry, wrong.
With cover and shield of faith, only just, but yeah, it's a hit.
No, I'm not hitting him. I'm hitting the injured dude.
Yeah.
Oh, I didn't realise he was shield of
He
faith.
cast it as well.
Oh, okay.
2 of them have.
Oh, okay. Fine. Okay. Kill him. D8. 8.
You got anything to add to that?
Plus 3 is 11.
Plus 3. There's 11. Yeah, 11 will do it. So
he's dead.
He is dead. The arrow seems to slow as it passes through the shield of faith, but then catches him in the side of the head and he goes down.
Then I'm going to hide.
You can hide.
I'm going to move. I'm going to move behind the altar. So I can just about move behind the altar, I think.
Okay.
And then I'm going to hide.
Alright, make a step.
11.
11. Total.
Kill the guy. Yeah, total. You guys could hit some.
I mean, that's good. It puts you between them and the relics, like, properly.
Yeah. So,
if you want to stay there.
Bork, we're back to you. There's a guy right by you.
Yeah, boy!
Yeah, just come round.
So I've gone under the pews. I'm frustrated at myself for losing the axe in that pitiful move. Hopefully it's been enough of a sobering effect on me. Realising that dude is behind me.
Make a Constitution saving throw, just to see if that's what I'm thinking. The adrenaline rush. There's spells flying everywhere. You got hit with radiant damage.
Let's fire on the door. 3.
You're still drunk. You are this is all.
I cannot shake this one.
Yeah,
this is the goblin. This is the goblin in the fire all over again.
Yeah.
But I'm not going to let that bother me because I'm drunk. So fuck it, right? So I know the guy's kind of there. I'm aware that he went behind the pillar.
Yeah. He's like basically there's a pillar in between the two of you. He doesn't know you're there.
I'm going to go for a wide swing with the longsword.
Go for it.
All the way around in a kind of uppercut fashion to hopefully go torso.
Okay. So you sort of
maybe nuts.
Well, you're not immediately like you can take a step and then just hit at him. Yeah, go for it.
6.
Plus 5.
Plus 5, 11.
I mean, you're drunk and you miss. I mean, you can roll again, but like you've got to take the lower one. So like, and that's a miss.
Roll again.
Why?
Because it might be a critical fail, and you might accidentally cut your own face off or something. You shaved your own head.
If I critically roll a 1, can I then use my lucky?
Yeah, you can.
When you roll a 1 on attack, and I can have a re-roll. So 3rd.
Sort of.
And you still got to take the lower, so it might be a waste of luck.
Because it says that if I re-roll, I have to use that new roll.
Does it?
Yeah. So it gets me out of.
I mean,
So now you're
sure, yeah.
Right. Bork is finally on board.
Yeah.
Waiting to fail, right?
So we're aiming for a critical fail here.
As much as everyone wants a 20, let's get
Pray
the other
for
end.
one.
Pray for a 1. 2 1s, 11.
It's not quite the same. No, okay. So yeah, you come around. You're like, there's a guy there. Gonna fucking get him. As you step round, you kind of stumble and just clang it right into the pillar, and you're like, I got him. I didn't know he was made of stone, but here we are. Yeah. So I mean, nice try.
Sideswiped.
Pronce, what would you like
Does
to
he
do?
not have a final action that he can take before he...
He's kind of in melee combat with this guy
Okay,
now.
right.
I mean, what you haven't really got a lot you can do in the way of bonus actions, have you? It's not sort of.
No, I mean, I have nimbleness maybe probably for later on where I can move within the space of someone who's one size larger than me, but
Yeah.
that'll be later.
This guy is larger than you, so you
Yeah.
could do that. But yeah.
Until we meet again.
So Pronce, what would you like to do?
Right. Vaguely aware of some noise and the sound of a sword clanging against a wall, I look in that direction and
You can see the guy from there.
I can see him from there. Okay.
And you get advantage if you attack him, don't you?
So with that in mind,
It depends. It doesn't really work with spells.
Oh, okay.
Like you would from flanking, but
Yeah,
spells doesn't really. You don't
Okay.
get that kind of bonus.
Important to know the rules.
Yeah.
okay, I'm gonna try and put him to sleep.
Okay.
Seeing
Casting the
what-
sleep spell.
Yeah, double check that I'm good to do that.
You should be good to do that.
My feeling
If he falls
is
down asleep, I'll still think that I did it.
I'm just going to read the thing. Okay, so
Eden has Bork's moral support.
knowing that something has happened over there and recognising that my good friend Bork is in trouble, I've got to do something.
I am
about
in
it.
so much trouble this week.
roll
Not shoot
5d8.
this, hang on.
5d8.
Okay, and that's how many hit points worth of creatures you can affect, and then we basically go down the hit points, and if they hit 0, they're asleep.
So I need to roll this 5 times. So we've got a 6, 11,
18.
18.
22. No, 23, sorry. 28. That's 5.
Oh, that was 5, was it?
That was 5.
Yeah, 28.
28. He wavers on his feet and shakes it off.
That must have been close, though.
Must have been. Okay, again, seeing that things have gone disastrously wrong.
I should have been saying you can't hide as a bonus action. That's a rogue thing, so that would take a full
yes,
action.
that's
Yeah,
me.
yeah.
But seeing that things have gone wrong and recognising that now I've drawn that guy's attention, probably, Pronce just ducks behind you again.
Sure. Okay.
It's just up and down like a yo-yo. Pretty much.
It's my gaming style.
Okay, we are back to the top. The guy in melee combat with you is going to cast Inflict Wounds on you, which is a touch spell. Have to make a spell attack against you. What's your armor class? Is 19, isn't it?
Yeah.
19.
Yes.
That is a natural one.
Natural 1. I got
Yeah.
shield.
So he totally fucks that up. He misses. He
'Cause I'm short.
he misjudges your height. He's not like you're a halfling. Like what are you like 3? You're like 3 foot.
3-1.
3-1. Yeah. This guy is like oh god, and like he just missed. It's dark in here.
It's my best strength.
Yeah. Your lack of height.
This is how every fight with Bork.
It's happened before.
No one
Someone
hits
swung and
anyone.
won over.
Yeah. Okay. So that's that guy. We're now on to the next one. He's going to move up to the top pillar where you were. Basically, he's pretty much. He can see you now from the side, Pronce. You are hidden behind the. Oh wait, no, you're stealth, aren't you? No, because you cast. So you're not stealth.
I cast my spell.
Yeah, he's got. I need to see if he can see you. I need to get better than an 11, and that is a 9, so he can't see you.
We definitely need to try and keep one of them alive despite all the bloody hell's going on. That was the most English thing I've said. What the bloody hell is going on?
He can see Pronce, however. He sees you from the side. He sees you pop up and try and cast sleep on his friend. and he is going to cast Command on you. I'm going to need you to make...
serious.
It does sound serious. I'm going to need you to make a Wisdom saving throw for me.
So we have 11 plus 2, 13.
13.
No, wisdom. It's here. No, it's plus 4.
Plus 4, sorry.
Plus 4.
The saving throws at the top.
Oh, saving. Right, sorry, yeah, plus 4.
So 15.
50.
Just makes it.
Thank you for noticing that. Yeah, I was using my my attack roll,
Yeah.
not my saving.
Your stats, yeah, not your saving
Thank
throws.
you, yes.
Okay. So, yeah.
Inexperience shining through, right?
You feel the word flee pass through your brain. For a minute, you're like, I gotta get the fuck out of here. And then you're like, wait a minute.
I don't have fleas!
Wait a minute. Yeah. And you shake it off.
Wonderful.
Yeah.
Alright, we are back to Enothe.
Okay, so the guy in combat, I have flanking as well.
You can actually, at the moment, probably see both of them.
Okay. And if I attack the one that Mark's attacking, I get an advantage?
You would get sneak attack damage. If you
I've
do
got
that.
sneak attack either way because I'm hidden from the other guy as well, right?
Yes. Yeah, because he couldn't see you.
I'm going to try and shoot the other guy, not the one that Mark's in combat. Bork's in combat.
The one that just tried to command
Yeah.
Pronce. Yeah, sure.
He's distracted. So, I roll a 17 plus my 5, so it's 22, but
That's a hit.
I need to get another roll anyway, don't I? Because of
Advantage. Yeah, sure, that's a hit, but yeah, you can do it anyway.
I might get 20. I didn't get 20.
Okay.
So 22,
Yeah, that's a hit.
and then we get D8.
You don't get yeah, you're not doubling it this time, yeah. So,
No, I know
yeah.
that. 8,
Sure.
and then 2d6.
Sure.
2.
Wait, no, you don't. Oh, you do get sneak
Yes.
attack. Yeah.
The stealth. I got 14 in total.
14 total. Okay.
8, 2, 4. Sure.
He takes an arrow in the side for his trouble of trying to command Pronce to flee.
Trying to tell Pronce he's got fleas. Basically, I hear Pronce say, I don't have fleas, and I get a little bit irked. Because as much as Pronce annoys me, he's kind of
protest
like
too
a cat.
much kind of thing. Or it doesn't look like a particularly clean robe, to be honest. But
It wouldn't surprise me.
You guys have been wandering around in the woods and stuff. But
And then I'm going to hide again,
sure,
because that's my thing.
that's kind of your thing.
Yeah! We got 20.
20
total.
20 total. Okay.
Fucking... I am the altar.
Bork, what would you like to do?
Okay.
Gonna carry on stabbing?
So I made this swing, right? And did it, based on my next move, did the longsword wedge itself into the pillar?
No.
Okay.
I think you wanted that. It's like a stone pillar.
Yeah, but
It's clanged off.
Move me some.
Yeah, it climbed
Okay.
off.
Okay. Still with the sword, then. I want to hobble him. I want to bring him down to my level.
You get okay.
I want to go for the knees.
You go for the
kneecaps.
knees. All right. Okay. Make your disadvantage attack rolls.
That's so mean. Wait, can we take another Constitution saving throw? Can we continue the thing?
I'll let you. Yeah, sure. Why
I
not?
might sobered up there.
Because it's funny. Yeah.
We're waiting for the adrenaline rush to kick in.
No, you're still drunk.
I'm not going to sober up in.
I want you to stop.
So make your attack rolls.
Make it rain! 13.
It's plus 5, so it's 18.
Eight.
Plus
18.
5. 18.
Okay.
Yeah, but you still got to roll again.
Roll again.
I love how you stop after the first one.
13 plus 5.
Okay, so that's a hit.
18.
That's
so
a-
I'm taking his kneecaps out.
Well, you've hit him at least, so roll damage.
8 plus 3.
Nice. 11.
Hey. His knees are fucked.
Yeah. Okay.
Yeah?
Yeah. I mean, his knees aren't fucked, but you've hit him.
Is he down? Has he?
No, he's not.
knocked
No.
him down?
That kind of thing is more
These
tends
dudes
to.
sound really strong.
That kind of like doing things like knocking people prone and stuff generally is like a kind of special attack type that you might unlock at high levels. At the moment,
kneecapped him.
you're just kind of hitting him.
You just
like,
hit him.
Yeah.
Okay. Action surge. I want to do an additional action in turn.
Sure. Yeah.
At disadvantage.
No, you can you can burn your action surge and attack again if you want.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I want to.
Yeah, do it.
Keep chopping.
Well, I was kind of wondering about going for a sleeper hold. I'm fairly acrobatic. Why is this a lunge? I'm like,
You hit him and then you jumped at him. Okay. this would be a grapple. Like, are you like? You can
They're
try
hooded,
and,
right? They're
you
hooded.
could, yeah, you could.
So I'm thinking it's a case of like the hood's over still.
Yeah.
So just pulling it down so we can't see it and just going for the.
Gonna try and choke him out.
Well, no, yeah.
Crossface chicken wing.
You can try. And
I need this.
You can try.
Let Bork be
Please.
about that.
I need this.
Sure. Okay, but like, I'm going to strongly suggest that maybe
You just hit him with a sword.
maybe you wouldn't do that much damage doing that way.
That's not the point.
No. This is what I was thinking. I'm sticking with what I was thinking.
Oh my god.
Because okay, can I please?
Yeah, sure. Okay, make an athletics check to grapple.
Okay. Well, my athletics is +5.
Okay. Again, a disadvantage.
Sorry.
So roll twice and take the lower.
So that was 13 +5, 18. 17.
So 30 plus
So 13. Yeah, 18.
18. Okay.
Push Bork into a corner and he attacks when he acts.
visions of mini-me jumping on somebody.
Just hack the legs.
Okay, so I need to make an athletics check as well to see if I can resist the grapple.
Bring it on, bitch.
Bear in mind, this grapple won't actually do any damage to him.
I'm fine with that.
You're just grabbing onto him to try and stop
I'm
him
going
from
for the
moving.
neck. You know, his hood's down.
That, my friends, is a natural 4. So
It was a good grapple.
he has a +0 on his strength. So yeah, you've got him restrained and
Yes.
grappled.
So I've locked in, and I'm looking over to Pronce.
Hopefully we can just kill the other guy.
The funny thing
Because you
is
said about
that
having he's thinking about putting him to sleep again. So I'm in ready.
I was
Double
already
teaming.
saying-
he is twice your height though, so you're kind of just kind of.
You're Yoda.
He's kind of giving you a piggyback ride at the moment, but you've got your arm around his neck. Yeah,
Comedy moment. No?
yeah.
I launched over a portal loop, so you know. I
Yeah.
can do this 6 foot dude.
That's nothing.
It's nothing.
Okay, it's Pronce's go then.
And I'm just looking at him like.
Seeing this and knowing that like this is my teammate trying to like give me an opening again.
Double team.
It's time to cast sleep a second time.
Okay, go for it. 5d8.
So it's
Hadouken.
5d8. 8, 12, 18, 23, 30.
Bork, in your arms, you feel this guy go limp and drop to his knees and then fall on the ground.
Amazing.
Hadouken!
And like you,
Not knowing what that means,
Yeah,
Hans
yeah.
raises his hand in the air and shouts, Hadouken!
but Bork, you didn't see Pronce casting, so you think it's all you.
Yeah, okay. Well, yeah, okay. I looked over to him, but yeah, I'm.
Yeah, no, but
I'm
you're drunken. You're drunk enough that you were like, I can take this guy down. So basically, here's what happened over the course of about 6 seconds. You hit the guy with your sword, and then you swung yourself up him, grabbed him on this thing. Pronce, you saw this happening, cast sleep on him, and Bork, you're like, oh, the guy went down, and you're like, I fucking did it. I did it. Bork, Mantot.
Feeling like hearing some vague celebration joining in and not wanting to spoil the moment for him,
Oh.
Pronce immediately ducks behind the pew again.
Sure. Okay, we are up to the top guy.
My dude is out of sleep, sorry.
He's asleep.
He's asleep. So the other two we can kill, because we've got one.
But we've killed one already.
Sorry, yeah.
We've got the one
So we've
left.
just got one.
I'm just gonna double check the description for
Down to
sleep.
you now.
Yeah, how long does it
It's always down to me.
That's what I'm obviously.
Nothing is new.
Kill this sap.
Hey, we've taken this one alive. We're doing a good job.
It lasts for 1 minute.
for 1 minute. So
Yeah.
that's a fair
We've got enough time to hopefully just finish this guy off then.
Yeah.
And then surround the sleeping man.
Piece of piss.
So
Keep Bork down, sat on his chest.
I have a horrible feeling like this is like we're doing all this and none of us have asked to kind of look at where the relics are.
It's fine.
We'll see. We'll see.
So the guy seeing,
Distraction mark.
like feeling the pain from the arrow, seeing another one of his compatriots go down. He doesn't know if he's dead or not. He just sees him go down. This guy, he doesn't see you, but he can see the relic. And sprinting towards it, he just smashes his way into the cabinet, getting a hand onto the relic. That I've counted the squares. I see that look you're giving me of like.
This is
Yeah.
This is a bullshit Dark Souls boss move. And I'm not happy about it.
I know that, but I've counted the squares and he's got enough movement.
Well, I'm
to
going
get
to shoot
to
this
it.
fucker in the back of the head before he turns
You'll get an
around.
attack. You'll get an attack of opportunity because he's got to go past you. So I'll let you do that first, actually. So okay, first thing first. He sees the relic and he runs for it, passing the altar. I'll let you do your attack of opportunity.
So how does that work?
Make an attack.
I just make an attack.
Make it a good attack.
Basically, as a reaction.
And I have advantage.
He's passing you. Yeah, you would because he can't see you.
Okay, so it's 10 on the first one and 10 on the second one. So that's
Say you miss. Yeah.
great.
He's got a shield of faith up and everything, and it's I'm conscious of how many actions he's got and everything. He can make it to it. He smashes his way. He pulls out a dagger.
Yeah.
Flips it over.
Yeah.
And smashes through the glass with the pommel side. Gets a hand on the relic.
No.
No, because it's right there. Gets a hand on the relic.
That's a lot.
And it's your go.
Okay, I'm going to take aim in again.
Sure. He's very close though. Longbow.
Fucking eye.
Yeah.
I know, but I get more damage from my longbow, so.
Okay.
12.
He's seen you now because you tried to take that thing, so you don't get advantage.
Just a 12.
Just 12.
Wow. Plus.
Yes, no, it was 12 in total.
So yeah, you miss. Yeah.
One of you idiots has to do something useful.
Pronce's next move, I think.
Oh, wait, I'm going to hide.
You'll have to move because you're right there.
Yeah, I'm going to move behind the pillar.
Back basically up to where he was.
Yeah.
Yeah. Okay.
Swap places.
You swap places with him.
And roll a fucking 20.
Okay. Natural 20 for hide.
It's
Okay.
a sweet move.
I am the pillar.
You are the pillar. Bork, what would you like to do? You are on top of the prone body of the dude.
From that vantage, have I seen this move happen?
You're short enough, and where the pillar is, you can't see it. It's behind the altar at this point.
So I haven't seen this action. I can't really do much about that then. The dude's out. Saber up first.
Yeah. Okay. Sure. You can make a.
Use his attack as
You
a
can make an.
saber.
I'd hate if I saber up after all the action.
That's kind of how life works, though.
Yeah, it's true. 16
Plus your constitution, which is 2, which is 18.
18.
Sure.
Yeah, the adrenaline's pumping. You're finally.
I'm alert.
You are alert. You're still tipsy, but you're not. I'm not going to have you have a disadvantage on everything anymore.
Hey.
Cheers.
Just in time for it all.
Just as it winds down.
It's your rolls. You could have shaken it off like as easy as Pronce did right at the beginning.
Could have. I tried. Okay, so I'm gonna.
You're currently still sat on top of this
I'm
dude.
still on top of the dude, just behind the pillar.
Yeah.
The dude is out, so I'm gonna trust that he's gonna remain out for now.
Where did your hand axe go? In terms of weapon.
I threw it
Hand
down
axe
the
is
aisle.
kind of up
it's
the aisle.
up
Just
the
it
other
kind of
end.
clattered against the end, and
I'll get that later.
I assume that the case being broken would have made a very loud noise, though.
That's true.
it's smashing glass sound. Yeah, but he can't see it from where he's at.
But he could get up on a pew and
Well, I
make
could turn. Yeah, I'm close to the pew. I could turn to see.
You could, yeah,
Pillars out the side.
you can get to a thing. You just didn't see it happen. That's
Right.
Yeah. I'm not saying like no, this is no way of doing it. You just from where you're at on the ground
Stand
on top
on
of the
the
guy
pew.
behind the pillar, you can't see it.
and then throw a sword.
Well, I don't know. I don't
Pew
know
sword
what's
throw.
happened. So like, why
get
would
up on
I
the
throw
pew.
the? Maybe one of you guys.
Bear in mind, if you throw your sword, you're gonna have disadvantage anyway because like you're throwing your sword. Like,
A long
I've
sword
done
in
that
a half
before.
his hand is like the size of his entire body.
and it's like 50 feet away.
You never make it, don't do that.
I just turn in between the two pews to just get a better look and see what's going on. Really.
Sure. Okay. Make a perception check.
No. 16. Perception 0. So 16.
Okay, you can just about over the other side of the altar see a hooded figure. Around about, you would guess where the display case was.
Yeah.
The altar's kind of blocking a lot of your view, and you can see Pronce kind of like ducked down behind a thing, kind of like, but like sort of celebrating still from the sleep thing, and you can't see Enothe.
Okay, that was useless, but okay. That's it then. I
Down
guess.
to you, Bronze.
That's it.
Okay.
Pronce.
Having heard arrows whiz and glass smash, turn and face the direction of what's all gone off, and seeing that this man is now on top of the display case, It's time to launch a flaming sphere.
Flaming. Oh god, I forgot you're taking flaming sphere. Okay, all right, flaming sphere.
This is the desperation now. Pronce sees that he's at the display case and things like
Not
shit
the
has
relic.
to go nuclear right now. Like
You've been after this relic all this time.
that was a very nice spell focus.
Defend the things we love.
Here's the thing with flaming sphere. I'll read the description. A 5-foot diameter sphere of fire appears in an unoccupied square space of your choice within range and lasts for the duration.
Can I not direct it once it's been placed?
No, so it's not actually a spear, it's more like a pillar
Hang
of
on,
fire.
as a bonus action.
It's a big ball of fire that appears in an unoccupied space, but I'm thinking like I could just make it appear directly above the guy's head and then drop it on him.
Or only thinking in like ground terms if you go.
As a bonus action, you can move the sphere up to 30 feet. If you ram the sphere into a creature, that creature must make the saving throw against the sphere's damage.
Yes, this is what we're doing.
So
now.
you could, if you didn't move, you could cast it and then ram it into him.
Yep, in absolute desperation, Pronce is doing exactly that. That fireball is coming above his head, and then just in as slow but methodical way as you can within 5 seconds, it is lowered directly onto the man's head in the hopes that
Okay.
things melt.
He does get to make a dexterity saving throw to see if he takes full damage. He's going to take damage anyway. The dexterity saving throw. If he passes the saving throw, he takes half damage.
Okay.
What's your spell save DC?
Spell save DC 13.
13. So okay, I've got to beat that. I rolled a 17. He has a +1 on it. So roll 2d6, and I take half of whatever you get.
4, 5.
5 total.
2.5.
4.5.
2.5. So we'll round that up to 3. So he takes the 3 points of damage. You generally
But how long does
Was it
this...
2d6 for damage?
2d6 damage, but if they make their save, they take half of it.
Yeah, no, but then 4 plus 5. Oh, you mean you got 5 in total?
5 total.
Jesus.
Yeah, so 2.53.
Okay, so this guy's robe, it burns and he catches. He's like, but then he looks down at his hand. The relic is in it. He's knocked out the flames off of his thing. The sphere's there. He's ducked down. He's knocked it out.
He's not got the Joe Pesci gun.
He looks directly at you, and you can see now with the light of the flame sphere, he's a human, but his face has got some odd ritual-looking scars on it. Like, they don't look like battle wounds; they look like they've been carved into his face. And this evil-looking grin gets on his eye of like, nice try.
That's Pronce's reaction.
From within the relic, in the gem, a deep purple light glows and sparks, sort of arcing light, lightning kind of sparks travel around the framework of the relic, and behind the guy, a swirling cloud of sort of smoke seems to come from nowhere, and within it a crackling purple vortex. The guy rolls through it, it snaps shut, and he's gone.
God damn it. Purple rain, purple rain.
Now, did my fireball dissipate as soon as it...
No, it's still just hanging there.
Right, okay. So combat is now over.
With its concentration, it lasts up to a minute.
Okay. And combat is over now.
The other guy's... one guy's dead, one guy's asleep.
Well, at least we got the guy who's asleep.
So...
God damn it.
Can't win them all.
I guess we'll... my suggestion, seeing that the fight is over... Pronce hops up again. Well, he's already on his feet, I guess. Turns around to the other guys like, "Ah, shit!
I'm gonna
Shit!
I'm gonna
He's
rush.
gone."
I'm gonna rush over to the sleeping guy and put my sword to his throat so that when he wakes up, I'm there.
Okay.
In the panic, Pronce is just sort of looking over like everything's moving a bit too fast in this moment for him.
Okay, so before we do anything, you each get 300 experience points.
Yay, 1403.
That's some quick maths there, Mark.
Thanks.
Classic ball.
Good at something.
Yeah, I don't think you're quite leveling up yet. 1403. No, your next level up is 2700.
God damn it, that's all right.
Yeah, it's quite a jump. It pretty much more than doubles every time, so...
Classic grind.
Yeah. But yes, okay, so you're not quite leveled up yet. We are now out of combat though.
Okay, so I am now going to rush over to the asleep dude and put my my long sword to his throat to wake him up.
To wake him up.
Yeah.
Well, he's still magically asleep. Actually, I should probably check. Is the sleep spell a concentration? I don't think it is. I'm just going to double check. I think he's just down. No, it's not. So that just lasts for a minute.
Cool. So as he's wandered over and he's doing that, I'm noticing that we've got a second breather. Wander over and grab my still flaming hat, and letting the flame continue. Put it back on.
Because that's continual flame.
Yes, and I'm not dispelling that. It's now,
just going.
From now on,
Just keeps your head.
I have a fiery hat.
That's a fun spell, but it's like so much like dumb. Like, because that's. Hang on, I'm just going to double check. I'm pretty sure it just lasts now until you decide it doesn't.
Yeah, I'm pretty sure it's one that I have to dispel. So now Pronce wears a fiery hat.
Duration until dispelled. Like, it creates no heat and doesn't use oxygen.
No heat. That's awesome.
Yep.
As a scientist, I'm going to say
That's
that doesn't. Nothing will catch fire from it.
Yeah, perfect. And then, so I can wander around with that on and slightly worry people all the time.
I feel like Pronce is just becoming more Proncey.
If that gives off no carbon emissions, that's pretty much energy.
Well, it doesn't use any oxygen, so it's not converting it into. It's not burning any carbon, so it's not burning it into CO2.
It's light, light energy from nothing.
You've created the perfect energy.
Well,
What you're going for is nuclear fusion.
It's not from nothing. You did burn your ruby dust by doing that.
Yeah, who needs a ruby dust?
Yeah.
But anyway, flaming hat. I'm now joining.
I like to think that you pick it up and with like a swish, you just put it on your head. The cool little sort of flip has to be like,
Yeah, even if I didn't hit him nicely with the flaming spear, I at least looked good putting the hat back on. So joining Enothe with his knife at the guy's throat.
The rest of the minute passes. The guy sort of his eyes flutter awake. A few seconds later, the flaming sphere just dissipates. And it's that close. It was literally like a turn or so between them. The guy looks up at you with your knife to his throat. Okay, that's about going to do it for this episode. Be sure to join us next time to see what happens next with Enothe, Bork and Pronce. We always want to hear from all of you, and you can get in touch with us on Twitter and Facebook, both of which we are at PretendWithDice, and you can also email us at pretendingwithdice@outlook.com. If you're listening to us on iTunes and Apple Podcasts, be sure to leave us a review as well. It'd be super appreciated. Our next episode is going to be up on Thursday, December the 21st. So once again, thank you so much for listening. We'll see you all next time.